All right, guys. This is your girl, Lone Wolf Vickers, aka Tammy Vickers on Facebook. You can also find me on Skype, Binary Lone Wolf. You can also find me on Twitter, Binary Lone Wolf as well. Just making a quick video, and I will make sure that this video is shorter than my previous video. But this is a video walking you through taking trades on Boss Capital. Um, Lately, you guys have heard me talk about if you are a U.S. citizen to take your trades or to start your trading journey with Nadex. However, I know that there are going to be some people that no matter how much I say that, you will end up partnering with a foreign broker. Uh, Boss Capital is a foreign broker. Let me log out of my account real quick. I'm going to show you guys a couple of things. If you did not watch the video on how to create a demo account, please go back and watch that video. I am trying to, I want to go to just their homepage. So this is what Boss Capital will look like when you go to their page. If you come down to the bottom right here and go to contact us, this will show you where they are pretty much located at right here. um, and they're in Gibraltar. However, they are not regulated in the U.S. That's the main thing that I wanted to show you guys. They are not regulated in the United States. They do allow U.S. citizens, so no problem there. If you need to know how to create a demo account for Boss Capital, please watch the video how to set up a demo account because it is demonstrated there. So I'm going to log into my Boss Capital account just real quick to show you guys how to take trades with Boss Capital. Let's make sure. Okay, so I'm logged in. So this is what it will look like when you initially log into Boss Capital. Over to the left here, you will have the different types of trades that you can take. When you initially log in, it will be at the call put, which is your longer expiration times. If you click the down drop by the asset or currency pair that you're wanting to trade, you will have different expiration times. The time for Boss Capital is shown right here, and it will be based off of your current local time as well as your expiration times here. Okay. Um, you have one touch, you have boundary, and then you have short term. Most people who are trading binary options are trading either short term or the longer trades. If you do short term on Boss Capital, you have to ensure that you are over here. You have 60 seconds, 2 minutes, and 5 minutes. 60-second, when you click on this, the asset will appear over here that you're planning to trade. Um, and when you change it or click on it, it'll change over here as well. Also, with Boss Capital, there are a few additional things that are pretty cool. They have a chart that will actually show you what the asset or the currency pair is doing in the market so that you can kind of gauge if you don't have your charts up for some reason, which anytime you trade, you should always have your charts up. But if you're trading naked or blind, as I call it, where you're not looking actively at your charting platforms such as NinjaTrader, MetaTrader 4, or Thinkorswim, then you can utilize the chart that the broker will provide. Over here, this is Trader's Choice. This is what traders who are trading these currency pairs are predicting that the market will do. So 46% currently believe that the AUD USD will go up in the next 60 seconds, and 54% believe it will go down. Same thing for 2-minute trades. When you click on that, it's going to stay right here on the last asset or currency pair that you have selected. But if I click on the Euro USD, it will do the same thing. 68% believe it's going to go up, 32% believe it's going to go down. When you're ready to take your trade, you'll select call, which is, as I mentioned in a previous video, is going long, and a put is going short. A call, you're buying. A put, you are selling. The minimum trade amount allowed on Boss Capital is $10, no matter what type of trade you take. So if you believe that the market is going to go up, you would type in 10. There's no need for a decimal point or anything of that nature. Boss Capital knows you're talking about $10. And then you would select buy. If you're going to do a put, you'll put $10. It's still going to say buy right here because you're executing the trade. The other good thing about Boss Capital is that it will show you right here what the return is if you win the trade. So for a $10 trade, you'll return 70%, so it will be $7 profit. Okay. If the trade loses, there is no money returned back to your account. The trade is non-closable, meaning prior to expiration, you cannot exit the trade early. Um, and also right here, filter, you can actually filter the assets or the currency pairs or whatever that are listed here. You can filter that, so you can go to Forex, and the only thing that you're going to see in the list here will be all of the currency pairs that are available. With Boss Capital, you can also trade indices. Typically during the day, you will have more indices listed here. Same thing for stocks. When the stock market is open, US time, those stocks would be listed here. Same thing for commodities. You'll have oil, gas, gold, silver, and there may be a fifth and a sixth commodity listed there as well. Same thing for 5 minutes. Here's another cool thing. Let's say that for Forex, because you're only trading currency pairs, right here where it says Forex, if you click the pinwheel right here under Forex, you can click this and then select or deselect the pairs that you will trade. So a lot of people trade the Euro USD, the Pound USD, um, maybe not the Euro GBP. The Euro JPY is very common, USD JPY, the AUD USD. Some of these others people do not trade, or you may elect not to trade. So you can actually uncheck these, right? And after you have selected all of the ones that you want to track or that you know that you'll trade, um, you can actually click on apply. And I am going to just uncheck all of these. As you can see, they've added Bitcoin, which is kind of interesting. Um, and then click apply, and these are the only currency pairs that I'm actually actively watching. Now you might say, well, what if I want to go back to Forex? You can just click on Forex, but your custom will still be there, and then you're only looking at those. So on the Euro USD, I can click this and say 2-minute trade, Euro USD. I believe it's going to go back up. We'll do a $10 trade. Just because I was an accounting major, that's a pet peeve. I put the decimal point, but you really don't have to. And then you'll click on buy. And I'm literally taking a trade to demonstrate how easy it is to actually take the trade. Now, obviously, this is a demo account for me, so I don't care if it loses or wins. I only took a $10 trade. Um, when the trade expires, it will tell you whether or not you won or lost. But the other good thing about Boss Capital, on Boss Capital, as the trade is taking place, it will show the number where the market is at. It will show in red if it's losing, and green, obviously, if it's winning. Um, Also up top on the chart, if it's showing red on the chart, that means that the trade is losing, and if it turns green, that means you're winning. I'm going to do one other demo trade here. The custom follows you over to whatever uh, trade type you're taking. So on this one, this would be a longer trade. We're saying 110 is the expiration time. So I'm going to click on Euro USD. Obviously, if I want to take a longer trade, let's say I want to take a 30-minute trade, I could do 115, which would be approximately 25 minutes. I could do a 120 expiration, and I can do a 230, and then I could do essentially what would be considered end of day here. The other great thing about Boss is that down here you have other expiration days. With Boss, it is in reverse. So you have the day and then the month. So this one right here would expire the 5th of December at 3 o'clock. This would be the 1st of January, I'm sorry, the 30th of January at 2 o'clock. So when you're clicking the drop down, make sure that you have the correct expiration, because if you don't, Boss Capital doesn't care. If you lose that trade, that would be on you. So that trade just ended and it lost. And here in just a second, if you click on trade history, it will actually show you the trade that you just took, and it'll say short term. Short term is what I just did. Longer trades, it'll actually show call put, and this trade right here lost. Now, if I do this trade for Euro USD and I do a call, I would click on buy, and there you go. Now, this trade right here, because it is, um, actually, I'm going to do a second one and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about here. So I want this expiry at 2 o'clock, right? So I'm going to do a call. I'm going to do $10, and you'll see that closable changed to yes. So what that means is that if I decide that the trade is going against me, then I can actually close this trade technically, and get some of my money back, but not all of my money back. And here is the difference between Boss Capital and Nadex. Boss Capital, and I'm going to click this just to illustrate it. Right here, this is the one that I just did with an expiration of 2 o'clock. So if I want to close this trade, I would actually have to, there is supposed to be a way to close this trade, and now it's not letting me do it. If it says that it is closable, oh, it'll give me the close option in 56 seconds, I'm assuming. But when it becomes available, it will give me an option right here, and it'll change and show a dollar amount, and I'll be able to close the trade. It will not be for the full $10. Usually it's about maybe $8 or $9, so you're really only losing, say, $2, right? Um, but the difference between Boss Capital or a foreign broker and Nadex, in Nadex, if this trade were to go against me, I could still technically have a profit for that particular trade. And so I could exit the trade early, take my profit, and exit. With the foreign brokers, if you exit the trade, you're in a loss no matter what. If you put $10 on the trade and they are only returning $8, where you're out $2. And if you do that enough, it'll add up over time. Okay. Now, right now, this trade is actually showing that I could close this trade with a profit of $1.98. If the trade were to win, I could make $8.50. So the question is, do I want to just take my $1.98 profit, or do I want to um, hold out and go for the full 850? Right now it's showing a small profit. The closer it gets to the expiration time, actually here, this one right here is the short-term trade expiring at 110. This is the longer trade. This is what I wanted to show you. Right here, this trade would be losing if I were to close it out early. It would only pay out $8.13, whereas my initial investment was $10. With Nadex, you could potentially close out and make, say, $15. Whereas and if you held out, you may make $30, but you only invested 10. So you're still in profit. That's the key difference. And when I show the video for Nadex, you guys will understand. Right here, this one is actually in profit. And this one is going to actually offer you a slightly higher payout right now for the simple fact that you're still only, and it changes. The closer it gets to the expiration, the dollar amount will change. So just keep that in mind. You'll have to play around with it to truly understand it, but as you can see, these two trades right now are currently winning. This one, I'm just going to go ahead and let it ride out um, for the sake of demonstration. The above and below, I do not trade that. I don't, I'll be honest, I don't fully understand it because I've never had a desire to learn it. Um, but that's pretty much trading on Boss Capital in a nutshell. Always double check if you're doing a call put, which is the longer expiration times. Always make sure that you are double checking the time expiration that you want. You click on the asset, you decide if you're going to do a call or a put, you enter your dollar amount. Boss does allow odd dollar cents, so you don't have to do full rounded dollars. You can do $10.50, $12.50, whatever. It's just a slightly higher payout. And then you click on buy, and then you just wait until the expiration. If it's closable, it will say yes, and then it will show a dollar amount that you would return if you close the trade early. If it says closable no, obvious, you cannot close the trade early. At certain times of the day or with longer trades, you tend to get a higher rate of return on the trade at 85%. If you notice right here, on the short-term trades, the payout is lower. It's only 70%. That's why it pays to learn how to trade longer-term trades. If you do the short-term trades, you do not disadvantages to short-term trades. You cannot close the trade out. The payout is typically 10 to 15% lower, and if it expires below the market price that you got in at, then you do not you don't get any money back. The benefit of the longer trades, obviously, the payout is higher. The payout is about 85%, and you can close the trade earlier. However, if it does not win and you held out without closing it out early, you would not return any money. So just also keep that in mind as well. But that's pretty much it. If you have, excuse me, if you have questions about One Touch or Boundary, I believe Boss Capital offers videos or tutorials about that. I personally never traded those two, so I could not explain it even if I tried because I never traded those. To your success in trading, definitely appreciate you guys watching the video. Thanks a lot and blessings to you all. Peace.